competition. So 20 years on from their first, Arsenal are once again in the Champions League final, and this is the year potentially that they could finally become champions of Europe, but they're going to have to face one of those two, PSG and Bayern Munich, who will have their say tomorrow night. They renew their rivalry after that epic 9-goal thriller in Paris that we all enjoyed last week. We can just manager, shall we? Mikel Arteta is with Gabriel Clark.
Mikel, many congratulations. How do you sum up tonight for the club and for you and for this group of players?
Well, it's an amazing night to live these kind of moments with our people, our players, everybody at the club. It's just an incredible feeling. It makes sense, a lot of the things that we do and we go through when you just see so many happy faces and so many people proud of what we are doing. And it was unbelievable right from the beginning. The manner that our supporters waited for us outside the stadium, the energy, the passion that they put in, it was just great to witness.
It would be fair to say that tonight the supporters rose to the occasion, set the tone.
Absolutely. I think they set the standards and we tried to catch up with them immediately, and it's so good after so many years to give that joy back to them and see that pride in their eyes is beautiful to watch.
So many players were involved tonight, maximum subs off the bench, all to make an impact. What pleased you most?
Again, the togetherness. It was very difficult to make certain decisions, and I feel a lot for the boys because I know generally how good people they are, and some of them, I talked to them this afternoon. I said, I apologize, I'm going to play the same team. And their reaction immediately is, boss, I'm here when you need me. I'm going to be right with the team and give me a hug. So what else do I want?
Bukayo Saka, we said it yesterday, he was in your very first team when you were Arsenal manager, Boxing Day 2019. Was there, of all the guys, a more fitting match winner?
But it had to be someone very special, and he certainly is someone very special with me, for the boys and for everybody attached to this club. So if you had to be someone scoring that goals, probably it had to be him. That
defeat at Manchester City when Declan Rice said it's not done yet feels like an awful long time ago.
It does, but that's the twists and turns of elite sport and football in particular, and you have to be at it because you never know what the next moment opportunity is going to bring to you.
So what have you changed then in terms of tweaks, and maybe that tactically the ball quickly forward to Gyökeres? Would that be fair to say? He's more involved. What have you done? Well, give yourself a bit of credit, maybe.
No, we're constantly trying to improve and evolve ourselves, and I'm very critical with myself as well. And I think obviously when certain players start to be involved and available, it makes such a difference.
What about Victor Gyökeres tonight?
He was immense, and you could see the reaction of the crowd every time he was holding the ball there. I mean, his war rate, what he's giving the team, is just incredible.
And 30th clean sheet of the season. A lot is said about attack. We saw it last week, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich. What about this team's defence?
He's immense. I mean, you talk about Gyökeres, yeah. So he's the first one to set the tone, the rhythm, and the habits that he shows when we don't have it. And that's a team effort, and everybody deserves credit for that.
They say attack wins matches, but defence wins titles.
Let's go for it then.
Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Follow. Yeah. Let me see.
Let me just see this.
No.
My biggest hope was, you'll see, hang on
I can't
a second.
see it.
Can we put it up there?
We have to put it for everybody.
My biggest hope was that Tom would teach Jamie how to moonwalk. That's what I was hoping.
Oh, can you moonwalk?
Can you moonwalk? Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
I mean,
You can moonwalk?
are we going to talk
Jamie,
We got the perfect floor for you in here.
Jamie Earth walk.
about... Okay, fair enough.
There's a difference.
It's the perfect surface. I know you can handle this. Come
I
on.
mean, I can. I mean, we could talk about my moonwalking, or we could talk about the fact that Arsenal are in the Champions League final.
Oh, someone with sense. Please, can we?
You're trying to get a fist bump.
Oh, my bad. We waited for... Sorry, go
When
on.
we were talking to Lucien about why he's an Arsenal fan, he said it's because of his dad. Can we give Lucien's dad a shout from Thierry Henry? Yeah. What's his name?
Eugene.
Eugene.
Eugene, you know your stuff. We're in the final.
Have you guys got tickets for the final?
Well, not yet.
Work in progress.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Yes.
So CBS can sort that out. Or
Speak to that man, Pete Radovich over there. Speak to him. He'll sort you out.
I tell you what,
Why are you not showing Pete? I don't understand. Okay.
Tickets to the final, I'll be moonwalking over there.
They've got tickets to the
Ladies and gentlemen, they just killed the floor.
Can we do a Jamie and Micah side-by-side comparison now?
No, I can't moonwalk. I'm too heavy for that.
No more.
I think we just got tickets to the Champions League final.
That's 2 tickets, Pete. Is that confirmed?
We're good, yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Congrats.
the problem is y'all gonna be up in the nosebleeds.
I'll take it. All right, I'll take it.
We'll be there. We'll be there when history gets made.
Do you know who else you're
Just getting whipped up a little bit more into a bit of hysteria because Declan Rice, leader on the pitch, and of course a fan's favourite, has joined us in the studio. Declan, great to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's going on in that dressing room right now?
Yeah, it's chaos. I don't think you can underestimate what we've done in this competition up to this point, and I think we had every right to celebrate that moment. It's such a big moment, Champions League final, the most prestigious tournament in club football. So, it's a proud moment for the boys, for the club, and we're just trying to soak it all in.
It's been building and building, hasn't it? 5 years out of the competition, a quarter-final your first year back, semi-final last year. The pain and hurt from getting close last year, how much was that channeled into that performance tonight?
Yeah, look, we knew coming into the game, we knew coming into the game what was at stake. You win and you go into a Champions League final, and if you can't get up for that, then you can't get up for any game of football. Fans really helped tonight, really spurred us on, just give us that energy. And once we went 1-0 up, I knew we was going to win. I just felt it. When you feel something special building. It was just such a good moment to be out there tonight.
Well,
to
Theo helped a little bit, actually. We'll just show you this pre-match.
No, I didn't. What did you say?
He was whipping them up, Declan, pre-match. So you know where it all came from. You know who the conductor was.
You was loving that, weren't you?
I was loving it, not as much as you. But I mean, can I just ask the feeling? We talk about feelings throughout the season, but your partner in crime next to you today, Miles Lewis-Skelly. What an incredible performance from him. Of course, he had a great one at the weekend, but how impressive you've been with him.
We've always known what Miles can do. I remember last year when he played so many games, when he stepped up at Real Madrid away in the Bernabeu at 18, that's when I really thought, wow, we have a player. And our manager this year has been tough on him behind the scenes. He's not played as much as he would have wanted, but what I've noticed with him is that he's actually kept his head down and worked so hard. And I'm not just saying that, he does everything right every day, in early, training, gym. Now he's got his chance, and look, he's ready, he's taken it, and to be thrown in at the deep end in the Champions League semi-final and perform how he did is no surprise to me. He's so good.
Dec, you'd mentioned just then you feel like something special's been. By the way, I know you was in the dressing room dancing and stuff. I could tell by the look in your eyes right now. I can see it. Am I right?
Yeah, you was right. It was going off. It was going off.
I knew. But let me ask the question, right? So you said something special was building. Can you define that?
Yeah, I think just where this club's come from over the last few years and what we've been building, them narrow losses that we've had in the Premier League, going out of cup competitions, things that hurt you as a player, and I think the manager's taken full control. We've kept building, we've kept adding good quality to the squad, we've kept pushing each other, and in this competition and in the Premier League, we've gone full throttle, and we find ourselves in a very good position with less than a month to go. So, look. It's all to play for. It's got to stay composed and focused. It's a tough one because we're into the Champions League final, but Sunday now's, it's a massive one as well. So we've got to focus on that too.
Can we talk a bit about you personally? Because pre-match we had a lovely film. It's about 6 minutes of a bit of an origin story of you actually going right back to Grey Court School. We had Dan Slocum in there, Mark Noble talking about you as well and your development and how impressed they were, how you reacted to setbacks along the way. You go back to that City game when you sat on the ground, you said it's not over. How much of this have you taken on yourself to make sure this team knows how far it can go this year?
Yeah, I think I'm a strong believer in knowing what this team's capable of. I think after that City game, it wasn't a title-defining game in my opinion. We lost, we didn't want to lose, but it definitely wasn't done. And that wasn't just my mentality, that was the players' mentality as well. And that's why I said to Martin, just trying to G everyone up, because it wasn't a moment to be down, it was a moment to realise that there's still 5 games and to keep pushing. And like you said, I've had a lot of setbacks, so I feel like over the years I've had good people guide me as well. Family, like you said, Mark Noble there has been one of the best people for me. I can speak to him all the time about advice and how to get through things. So yeah, I think I take that on really well. But yeah, a long way to go.
Yeah, well, I think, Clarence, you want to come in, don't you, with a question?
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful to see you smile and enjoy this moment.
Thank you.
Your leadership has been very important for this team. For the next 5 matches, what can we expect from Arsenal?
4.
Is it 4?
It's 4.
Why is 4?
3 left in the league and the final.
Oh, it's the final, so it's 4. Okay, 4 matches.
I think you can expect the same as the last 3 performances. You know, Atletico away, Fulham, and tonight. I think we've kind of turned the corner again. We went through a stage where we wasn't performing at our best. We was getting results. You know, in April, as we know, we didn't win as many games as we had wanted, and we was a bit sloppy in our play. But I think we found a new way of playing again. Players rotating, moving around, feeling free. Last 3 games have been really good. And yeah, you know, when you've got confidence in football, that's everything. And heading into the business end of the season now, going into every game, we're going to be ready. And I know everyone's focused. I can tell you that.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. However, I feel like you're ready to play anyone. Will you be watching tomorrow night thinking it doesn't matter we play in the final?
Yeah, I think you have to watch tomorrow night just because of the spectacle that it was last week. It was incredible to watch. So many great, unbelievable players on show. So yeah, I'll give it a watch and see what happens. And it's the Champions League final. You've all played in them. So yeah, may the best team win, whoever gets there.
And you've spoken about Mark Noble. It is West Ham at the weekend. They're in a very different predicament to you, but you're in an Arsenal shirt, obviously, so you can't be worrying about them. But you do have, you know, a place in your heart for that club.
Oh, yeah, it's a club that give me everything. Without West Ham, there's no me. And I honestly believe that. They give me a chance when Chelsea didn't. And a lot of people there really did push me on. Moisey, Slaven Bilic, Pellegrini made me captain. Loads of good things about that club. It's not nice to see the position they're in, but like you said, it's football and I have a job to do on Sunday. You know, we're trying to win a Premier League title and yeah, it's the business end of the season, so we want to win every game and I'm sure they're going to want to win every game too. So yeah, may the best team win.
Well, I'm sure you'll be buzzing tonight, but try and get some sleep. And best of luck for the rest of the
so
season. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Declan Rice, as always, as you'd expect, a great chat with the man who is such a leader on the pitch for this team. And you're going for breakfast with somebody. Take a breath, take a moment to appreciate Clarence, a performance from Arsenal in that second half that already the defence has been alluded to was exemplary in terms of the game management.
Yeah, I saw a champions team today. From the beginning to the end, actually. They were in control, didn't force the game in the first half. Second half, they had to work a bit harder because you don't want to risk anymore. But they know how to defend, so they really, I have to say, Gabriel was impressive today. I think a real warrior. But the whole team was very composed, calm, understood what the moment was asking for, and they gave it every time until the last minute of the game.
Daniel, every single player on that pitch knew their roles tonight. What impressed you most?
I think the drive and the tenacity of the players. Miles Lewis-Skelly was brilliant. He was controlling the tempo and the play. The positioning of the players. Rice was excellent. And Gyökeres for me tonight was the best player for Arsenal. He caused so many problems, took the stress off the defence. You know, when you launch it up top and you're thinking, can it stick? Can you get hold of it for us? Can you win us a free kick? Can you advance us up the field? He did it all for them. And for me, those are the performances that define top players. He's been questioned all season for the goals and all of these different types of things, but the performance he put in tonight was a clear reason as to why he was signed for the football club.
But he was involved in the goal, wasn't he, Theo? Should we enjoy it again?
When with Bukayo Saka, although he knew that those guys were not going to last more than an hour, I love what he did. Look at the joy, the doubts. People were doubting that team. At times, I have to say, 3 to 4 years ago, I was asking, where is that team going? I think it was the right thing, to ask yourself where that team was going. Well, we have an answer. Like I said earlier on, I got a congratulation from the roomie, and I was like, yes, it is great, I have to say, but you don't also want to lose the final. I've been there. It is painful. And again, Jamie, if you allow me to repeat it, those guys, if they manage to win it, and it is a massive if, because we know what's coming on the other side. Again, you're going to have to call them the unforgettables, because we have never done it at Arsenal. For the first time, I'm going to be on CBS and have the feeling of you guys. You, Jamie, with Liverpool, and you watching Man City. I never had that feeling before. It's going to be a first for me as a fan. this one, no matter what's happening, I'm not going to care about how we play or not play. It's about winning it. And I'm not going to go too far with it, but the guy on the screen right now, hopefully we're going to be able to talk.
Man City dropping points yesterday, them winning against Fulham. Now it's in their hands. And then when you go into a game of football, yes, PSG or Bayern will be favourites, but anyone can win one game. And that's the most important thing. And I feel as though, I said last week, they was lacking a bit of firepower. They didn't score 2, 3 and 4 today, but they know how to defend and they know how to get over the line. I think it's just that last step now. That's going to be the question mark. But they deserve all the credit because, like Thierry said, the criticism that they had to endure throughout the season, it has been difficult. And now they're making everyone look a bit stupid, so long may it continue.
I love it when we see shots of fans like that, like the older person that we just saw there, and you feel like they've been a lifelong fan, like this is their team, this is everything to them, Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, this is what makes football the best game because it's a team sport and it's the effect it has on people. And because of the nature of the Champions League, it's difficult to have moments like this because, you know, if you win a final, it's at a neutral ground, or if you win a semi-final, normally that's at a neutral ground. There's something about, I've been in that position a couple of times where the second leg's at your ground, and if you can win it, that moment with players and fans, and when you see that connection, and they're nights that those supporters will never forget. That night, and they want more of those to come and make it a regular thing of getting to the Champions League. But I love that, and it almost makes me jealous that it's not my own team. When you see that connection, the faces of supporters, what they go through, that's why you support your team home and away. You know, good or bad, it's for moments like that. And that's what makes sort of, you know, the big teams and they win things. Sometimes you're very fortunate to be at a club or support a club that do contest the biggest trophies, and you can have moments like that because they are very, very rare. So make sure they enjoy it tonight. The Gunners, you know, one of the great nights at Arsenal's stadium, and as I said, as Thierry's mentioned, you know, they'll see if they can get over the line. It won't be easy, but those nights at your home stadium are things to remember.
I think we've got a shot we can show you, actually, of the fans leaving the ground. I'm sure the pub's in North London. Well, is it too late for a pub in England?
No, the pubs will be open all night tonight. Don't you worry about that.
They're going to open them in and around the area.
A stay behind. No, a lock-in.
No, we call it a stay behind.
Well, that must be Liverpool, not in London.
Well, we do things different in Liverpool. We call it a stay behind.
London's the capital, mate.
What's it called in America?
I don't know.
What's it called when you're supposed to close your pub but you all carry on drinking?
A lock-in.
In America, we call it a stay behind.
I don't know. Is there an American in there who can tell us what's it called?
Bars don't close in America.
Well, don't you ever do a lock-in, no?
Not a big drinker, no. I don't think I've been to a bar in America.
If I was an Arsenal supporter there, I wouldn't be getting in until 4 or 5 in the morning.
Can we address that? You've not been to a bar in America. Who do you think you are?
I don't think... When have I ever been to a bar in America? I don't think I have.
Wow.
No. No, not a big drinker. So what would I do in a bar? Be lost, wouldn't I?
Clint, you've been to one, haven't you?
Clint
Yeah,
has.
I've been to a few, but I've never closed one down. Or had to stay behind or a lock-in or whatever you call it.
Stay behind?
Nah,
You haven't,
that was
you?
never really...
Wait, when was the last time you had one?
On the Orient Express. I was last in the bar. That's a night to stay out and have a good few bevies.
Yes, it is.
That's the... You'd have a few bevies, and when you get home at 3 or 4 in the morning, your wife can't say nothing because Arsenal have got to the Champions League. They can't say nothing. You're allowed. Tonight is the night, guys.
Or your husband, whichever way, you know, that works.
Moving on swiftly.
No, like, it could be women. I'm not
Whoa.
even getting into it. I'm just, never mind.
Take us to a break, Kate.
Thanks for that one.
Flowers on it.
Guys and girls, just go out and have a bevy. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
Champions League and you reach quarterfinals, then you reach semi-finals, and now you've gone one step further than last year to reach the final, and that maturity and them being together for a few years now is really shown.
Yeah, and of course the crowd tonight, the fans here really appreciated the work he did. You got a sense that they are getting, you know, there's a love affair developing there with him?
They're understanding his style. You know, they're used to seeing elegant centre forwards at this football club. Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry, Anelka, Robin van Persie, Adebayo, these types of guys. You're used to seeing individual technical players. With Gyökeres, he's a different style, more tenacious, more physical, and you can see he's a goal-getter. He's an old-fashioned centre forward, and for me, he's exactly what they needed in these tight games. When you're playing against teams who you're going toe-to-toe and you need an out ball, that's what he's given them. That's not what they had. They've not had that for many years. He's given them something completely different, and he's helping this team to be more of a boxer, more physical, more let's have it now, let's go. I love that about his style.
Well, they've been able to enjoy the winning playlist here, and the
forward players as well, and as a unit they defend really well, and they're difficult to play against, and they've got players on the pitch who can go and score goals and win games of football for them. I've always said that the attacking players are the ones who win you things. They're not just the defenders, but I think they're ready to go and compete now at the top level, and they've shown that obviously in the Premier League. They're in a very good position now in the Champions League as well.
And they've talked about the fans in here tonight, and Bukayo Saka said, pulling up tonight, he'd never seen anything quite like it. And there has been this kind of rallying cry by the fans to turn up tonight and show that support.
And they delivered. They were in full voice. They made it an environment for the players to feel confident in. Throughout phases of the game when things weren't going their way, and Atletico had their moments, the fans were still on side, they were still at full voice, drowning out Atletico's fans if they ever felt like they could help the team get back into the game. And the players reciprocated the energy, and they delivered too. They kept running. They never gave any moment up for any form of causes for Atletico. They kept plugging away, and in the end, they thoroughly deserved the win.
It was like a symphony. We were bouncing, energy from each other. One header defensively, and they would cheer, and then maybe a difficult moment, and they would cheer. I mean, it was amazing.
It was, and of course this is a team in Atleti who said have got themselves to final under Diego Simeone, and a team that's been, Clarence, you know better than anybody, has kind of had a few rebuilds under Diego Simeone, and the talk has been the last couple of seasons, will he keep going with this team? Will he keep, this team, he's got to rebuild again. Obviously there's players who for tonight was their last ever Champions League game.
Yeah, I take my hats off for him. I mean, reaching semi-final and still competing, because it's just one goal difference, right? And I think at the end they were pushing, almost equalized the match as well. Simeone is a top coach, and he knows what he's doing. I think until he has the motivation, he will be able to pick the right players again and then build like you've done all the time.
Let's have a little look, shall we, at Victor Gyökeres, because we talked about how great he...
Bring in. Who are your friends for the final? Do we know yet? Is it? I don't know. Is it secret?
We'll have to wait and see.
Exactly.
Oh,
There we go.
Ooh, secretive.
Okay. Any requests, Micah?
No requests.
No?
As long as I get a seat there, I'll be happy.
Do you know, last time in the final, Tom Cruise gave Micah some acting classes and just helped him kind of tap into his emotions, into the deeper levels of Micah Richards.
They made me lose weight.
Did they?
Yeah, that's what started it.
Well, you cried.
And he stopped drinking.
That was good.
I didn't cry, did I?
Well, you almost cried.
I was sad.
Can you cry on cue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you?
That's quite a skill.
Takes a second.
Not in a mood like this, you couldn't.
Wow.
Well, if you cry now, you got in a box.
Bring it on. Everyone's looking at you like, yeah, you're like, gonna do it.
When's he going to cry? To be fair, his eyes are watering.
Oh, God.
Think of that North London Forever chorus, yeah.
You like that one?
Well, we are so grateful for you guys for coming through.
Thank you for having us, truly. Thank you, everybody.
Really,
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
You can moonwalk.
No,
I sing you moonwalk. Yes, you can.
No, I cannot.
Yes, you can.
I'll pull my hamstring.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The Arsenal.
Please.
Come on, Champions League final, first time in 20 years. The last time it happened, you were playing, Thierry.
Yes, and
captain actually.
You know what I have to say? I've been impressed with the whole game, the way they went about it. How Mikel Arteta was brave with the starting lineup. He went with Ben White, he went with Calafiori, he went with Manchester Kelly.